Announced maybe 3 years ago initially, even though it actually remained silent for a whole year until the official English announcement was made in IGN. Number one, we have actually one of the most anticipated yet off-the-radar projects continuing the Swordman series of games going by the name Swordman, This Story of Zi-Yun Liu. It's a Souls-like hack-and-slash RPG, quite a bit like the upcoming Black Myth, WuKong. It's a PC to PlayStation 5 exclusive, which is set to be coming out next year. That's all we know. Best thing you're gonna hear today, or you're gonna see today, without a doubt. This has been a thing since the dawn of PlayStation 5. Number 2, we have the much-awaited Lost Soul Aside, which is an action hack-and-slash RPG PC to PlayStation 5 exclusive that's been in the works for over 5 years already. I mean, this just almost as old as I started working on YouTube. Sony Interactive just came up with more than 20 minutes of gameplay after a long period of silence and said the game is releasing in the first quarter of 2024. Coming as another work of China's hero project, just like the previously mentioned game Lost Soul Aside, we've got over here another Souls-like action RPG in the making, although this was just revealed through a Chinese gaming showcase, a game called Daba, and then followed by Land of Water Scar, which actually tells the story of a humanoid clay puppet set on this period where the world is on the verge of a collapse. Actually, guys, there's a lot more where that story comes from, and it's a huge game revolving around a decent story. Here's a trailer. The game's a PlayStation 5 exclusive, and a release date for it is still yet to be announced. Regarded as the biggest game project out of China in the making, either this or Honor of Kings World, which we're going to mention later. But you see, Black Myth WuKong is an open-ended action RPG, hack and slash, Souls-like, an Unreal Engine game, and since it features the Monkey King itself, these folks are investing a lot more than most games out of China. I mean, hell, the game is actually an adaptation of the Chinese novel Journey to the West. Anyway, it's set to be coming out of PCs in the next generation of consoles only, mid to late next year. I mentioned this one probably December or November last year. Coming back to it because we got a new leak, it might get a release in the following days, but in case you didn't get quite caught up with it, Morbid is a third-person science fiction action roguelite that was announced all the way back in 2019. This game is being made by a single person, just keep that in mind. It's actually a PC exclusive now, and this is how it looks. Coming as the first work of its developers, kind of like the previous game, set on a futuristic Japan setting, a bit in the same vein as a Stellar Blade, we've got over here an action hack and slash third person, actually action heavy, but time manipulation, superhero style project going by the name Enenra. It's a PC exclusive, the game has only just this trailer so far, and it's set to be coming out by the end of the year.
They turned on me, Nana. My friends, my families, they came after me. And now they will know. Everyone will learn. I will murder everyone!
If you missed out on the announcement last week, Ghostrunner has a sequel in the making, not Blade Runner though, Ghostrunner, for which 505 came out with a reveal trailer, short one, but catchy, so the game is now coming to the next generation of consoles and PCs only, within 2023. You all who missed on the original game, just know it's a fast-paced action game where there's a lot of jumping, dashing, and wall running. Moving on.
I see a timeless land filled with dangers. World covered in sand.
You probably know this already, but Atlas Fallen is actually back after an entire year of nothing but silence, and it's set to be coming to PCs, PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X only on August 10th this year. Here's a trailer and everything Deck 13 provided, more on the combat, the characters' drop-in, drop-out functions, co-op for 2 players, and some exploration sections of the game. There's a lot more.
Surfing?
You know better than anyone else that no one could escape.
Coming out of the PlayStation Showcase early in the year, I've mentioned this one numerous times, we've got over here Phantom Blade Zero. This has to be one of the craziest in action third-person RPG hack and slashers that we've come across since, I don't know, Black Myth, with Souls-like combats and some grim, serious samurai aesthetics. Apparently, you play as this assassin fighting through his last days of dealing with his dying situation. I mean, he's sick, scarred or something. Game set to be coming to the PlayStation 5 and PCs only next year.
Going where? This damn place! You're suicidal!
One last toast, and we're all done.
Number 10, revealed last through the PlayStation State of Play, we've got over here from the Korean developers Shift Up, almost 4 years old Project Eve, which was retitled then later to Stellar Blade. This game is an Unreal Engine 5, science fiction based, Souls-like hack and slasher, and a PlayStation 5 exclusive too. As of last year, technically a PC PlayStation 5 combo, as most games are lately, definitely one of the most anticipated games of 2023. Make sure to stay tuned for a precise release date.
그건 신상 모독이에요. 릴리, 부탁해. 난 이러기 위해 태어난 거야. 이렇게 된 이상 나도 몰라요.
고용이의 천사여, 이번에는 우리를 구원할 수 있겠는가?
地大物博，有的是神奇的地方，还有数不清的宝贝。啊，我是说，挑战。
Coming up behind that, it's easily Tencent's biggest IP for years, the one and only Honor of Kings World. It's an open-world action RPG that they've been cooking for a while, I mean years, and the news that the game is now coming to PCs in the next generation of consoles as an online or MMORPG 2023. We got a new trailer for Honor of Kings World, the multiplayer, combat, bosses, characters, and the interesting part, the arena-style farts and its massive world.
可别小看幻杀的力量。
全部保留。
In a world where heroic creatures roam, an ancient power lies dormant, awaiting the chosen few.
First time getting a mention in our lists, a missing gem, I like to think. Number 12, we have Clash Heroes of Feralia Terra, which is a Unreal Engine made open world action RPG adventure with a rather unique twist, which is, y'all remember the game Biomutant? Imagine that anthropomorphic creature, like a Giga Chat suit or body shape, traveling through parallel universes fighting different alien species and stuff like that. Game set to be coming on PCs only, we hear by the end of the year.
With harnessing the power of the mysterious magical crystals. Unleashing their true potential, they shall become one with the untamed forces of nature, embracing their destiny as the protectors of Feralia Terra. Join forces, gather your allies, and rise against the alien invaders.
And last but not least, sitting on Steam through a demo set to be coming out rather soon, we've got Mist Slayer. Mist Slayer is an action roguelike where you play as a time traveler with unique weapons and skills, fighting against different kinds of enemies in parallel universes like the previous game, collecting power-ups and exploring the world as you go, while you play with your friends or on your own.